the dagger? Am I supposed to cut myself some steps or slice my way to make it fall down? Slice this tapestry? It's the only thing of note. Let's try. Okay. I can float now. Apparently the dagger has given me the power of flight. Okay, well, that works. That'll let me out of here. I mean, I could go down here, which is totally not a complete dead end. That is a trap. But I'm just going to exit over here. Welcome back, everybody. This is the thejonnymar, and I am continuing with Marasar's journey through Daggerfall. So my last episode, we headed through Scourge Barrow, and we picked up a letter from the Worm King, or Manny Marco. Apparently he has agreed to the deal put forth by Princess Morgaya. So now we need to return back to Wayrest and let her know what the King of Worms said. Which is good because we want to get out of here. This place has been very obnoxious. Now, I do want to equip this helm because I think it's actually better, than my current helm. I might as well show off my beautiful face as well as maximize my defense. So we don't want to stay here because we're getting tired of the wails of the undead. Yeah, no doubt we heard a unearthly moan in the distance. So let's head back to Wayrest and hand in this quest before we run out of time. Remember, we only have a month to do so. And then we'll have to decide what we're going to do next. We're going to have to sell off our loot and also pick up a new quest. Hopefully the princess will give us something to do or tell us where to go next. Hey, my jumping skill increased. Nice. And it's a sunny day. That's a change. Alright, so here we are at the castle. Let's head in and give the letter to the princess and see what she has to say. Loading. And the lights go off. We're gonna avoid that little boy who makes the distinctly Daedra-like moaning sound if you talk to him. And we're gonna head up the stairs and talk to the princess. Please give me a new quest or tell me where to go next. Hello, kitty. Please give me a new quest or tell me where to go next. You're gonna be Queen of First Hold with a lengthy engagement. And the letter from the Emperor is in the hands of Gortwog, the warlord of the Orcs. Yes, the Orcs do exist in this game. They're just not a playable race. So he got it after it was stolen from the Queen of Daggerfall. She suggests that we get in contact with Marasar, the former Queen of Daggerfall, the wife of Lysandus. But we shouldn't actually directly try to contact her. Rather, we should go through someone of a lower station. Okay, well, I guess that's sort of a direction. And she gives us an amulet. Nice. Well, we'll sell that off. Really could have used a little bit more. Do you have anything else to say? You do not. What about you, kitty? No. How about you, Queen? Are you going to crash the game again? You don't have anything to say. Just generic dialogue. Now let's pretend, for the purposes of our roleplay, that she told us to talk to her son, Helseth. And she mentioned that Helseth was in the dining hall, which is around back of the throne room. So this massive door here leads to the dining hall. So let's head on in and talk to the Prince of Queen Baranzaya. Oh, hello. Do you know where Helseth is? Belladina? No. Oh, who's that? Hey! Hello. Carathis. You have some interesting red eyes. Does that mean you're a vampire? I thought vampires were, shunned in Daggerfall. Do you know where the princess is, since that's the only option I have? What a lark. Alright, well, thanks for your time. It's nice talking to you. And this, right here on the table, is the prince. This is Helseth, Baron Zaya's son. And he notes that he needs a courier. He wants us to drop off a letter to a dignitary. And he will give us, ooh, a long sword. Now, fortunately, it's enchanted. And he offers us that as well as information about the situation with the former king of Daggerfall, Lysandus. I guess we don't really have anything else to do. So give us the letter. We'll take it. And let us know who we have to talk to. Oh, you're going to make us come back tomorrow. So 24 hours or maybe closer to 16, depending on who you believe. So we're back after staying at a inn and also selling off some stuff. And Helseth lets us know that we need to talk to a Lord Castellan, who's at the Buckingcraft resident of not Chester, but Horchester Hill. And we have 21 days to do this. So we have to deliver the letter and then come back and talk to Helseth. And we cannot read the letter. Well, I wonder why that is. If you do read the letter, it is a blackmail letter. Essentially, he notes a potentially inappropriate relationship that the Lord is engaged in, and that he will release that information out to the public unless he does what he says. Alright, well, let's go do it. The castle wasn't really, drawing in there. Okay, so we have to travel to a place called Horchester Hill. But before we do that, let's save. And then let's see if we can find it on our map. It is in Wayrest, so we should be able to find it pretty easily. I believe this is a random location, so it's not always going to be in this particular little town. Let's go cautiously because we're going to have to ask where the residence is, and so we're going to need to talk to someone. We have enough time, I think. Ooh, my running skill improved. Alright, so it should be pretty early in the morning, and there's a lot of people out. So let's see. Let's talk to a random person. How about you? Rodictor. And he's gonna tell us right where it is by marking it on our map. Well, thank you. That was a lot easier than I expected. I expected to have to talk to a bunch of people and get insulted by lots of random NPCs. And it is right next to us. Well, talk about convenient. Everything is turning up Millhouse today. We have some piggies. Hello, piggies. You're looking nice today. We're gonna head on in and see if we can find this lord. Now, if you read the letter, you'll find out about the blackmail scheme, but it will invalidate the quest, and you'll lose a lot of reputation with Wayrest as well as the prince and the royal family. So I guess it's not that old guy, it's this guy. Hello. I have a letter for you from the prince. He doesn't look too happy to see that letter. But he's going to write us a response, and then we can take it back as the courier that we are. We're a little gopher. Go for this and go for that. Alright, well, I don't want to know what the prince has got in store for you, but our job is done. Let's check this place out. Doesn't look like there's really anything in here. But instead of bringing the letter to the Lord, you can actually take it to the king instead and give it to the king. And that'll complete the quest too. Now, you won't get a reward, and you'll lose reputation with the prince and tick him off, but it's a way to complete the quest too. Now, you can also read the Lord's response or hand that in to the king, But again, we're just going to do it the way it's supposed to be done. We have no reason to side with the Lord or the King or anyone like that. In fact, we probably want to keep on the good side of the Queen. And so that means doing what the Prince asks of us. Now we also want to go to the Mages Guild eventually. So once we finish up this quest, we want to get our magical item that we got a little while ago identified. So that means we'll have to find the Mages Guild here in Wayrest, or maybe in Daggerfall. We'll see. Because I assume that's where we'll go next. Since we do have that letter from the Queen of Daggerfall asking us to do another thing for her. So that might be all we have really in mind for our next task, depending on what the Prince tells us. Not sure why he's on a table here, and also why he's not a dark elf. Yeah, the Lord will do what you want. Anything else? Do we get our longsword? Do you have that information you promised us? Ah, massive wall of text. Alright, well thank you for the longsword. And then he mentions that there was something going on with the king, and also another king, on the eve of the battle where Lysandus died. And so there were people going in and out and talking to him, advisors, and this seemed a little suspicious. And then he promises to send us word if he finds out anything else. Well, thank you. It's good to have friends in high places, figuratively and I suppose literally if you consider a table to be a high place. But this will actually allow us to get another quest from the Queen, Baron Zaya, once we reach, I think it's level 6 or maybe level 9. One or the other. We'll see if we're still hanging around in Daggerfall by that point. But we get an enchanted longsword. That's going to get sold off. Since it's only iron, and we're not really a longsword person. But we do want to get that bracelet identified. Alright, Helseth, I will see you later. We will probably never meet again, but maybe we will. Who knows? Maybe our paths will cross again. Alright, so let's head out, and then we'll try to find the Mages Guild to get that bracelet identified. Unlike Arena, identification of items is actually fairly cheap in this game, so it's not going to cost you as much as it did in Arena. Alright. So we need to find that letter. So our next task is to go back to Daggerfall and talk to the Queen. She has something in mind for us. Again, that is part of the main quest, I believe. And then we also basically want to get this bracelet identified. And we want to sell off the longsword. You may notice that I have some new equipment on as well. I bought a new helm. And then I also bought a new elven short sword. So Marasar has unequipped the ebony dagger currently, mainly because it's been getting pretty beat up. Now I could, of course, have it repaired. And we're back in Daggerfall here, but I'm choosing not to, currently. Sometimes it's nice to just check out the landscape. So let's go in and talk to the Queen and see what she has to say. And then depending on what she decides to send us off to do, I assume, what are people doing in here? We will then find the Mages Guild and then head on to our next location. Alright, yes, we will follow your asinine rules. Let's ignore the flickering tapestry and talk to the Queen. Promise me on your ancestors' honor that I will help you and never breathe a word of it. well, we don't really care about promises. So that doesn't matter to us, really, making oaths. So sure, we'll promise. Whatever it takes. Your mother-in-law, eh? So this is about Marasar. Apparently she has been disappearing to another castle, Necromogan. And she's been bringing lots of soldiers and also papers with her. And so the current queen wants us to figure out what the former queen might be up to. And she gives us 22,000 days to figure this out. So, yeah, we have quite the time limit. I think that's roughly, 60 years if you're using real-life calendar. I'm not sure about the Tamriel calendar. But that's a lot of time to figure this out. Alright, well, we'll try to see what we can find. But first, let's head to the Mages Guild. Now, I don't think I've ever found the Mages Guild in Daggerfall, so we're going to have to do a little bit of searching. I believe there's a couple locations. I have found the Fighters Guild before, but not the Mages Guild. So we do have this bracelet I want to get identified. We do not know what the effect is. It can't be anything super good because it's not really worth much. So again, it's not going to cost that much to identify, but we'll see what it is. Maybe it'll be a magical effect that we want. So let's see if we can find any blue buildings. Here's one, relatively close to the castle. So let's check out this blue building. I don't think it's going to be the Mages Guild. No, because it doesn't have the Mages Guild sign outside. Alright, so I found the Mages Guild. It ends up it's down in the southwest corner of town. And I actually went in already and looked around a bit to find the person you need in order to identify the magical items. Sometimes they can be hidden, tucked away in a corner somewhere. So you'll notice that some of the doors are opened. Took a while to find this person, but here he is. So please identify my bracelet. It'll cost 16 gold. That's fine. No haggling required. And it is a bracelet of water walking. That's an interesting effect. It's actually worthwhile for Marasar. Marasar does not like water. So the ability to walk on top of water is something he would actually be really interested in. And you'll notice we have a magical effect now in our upper left corner of our HUD. Alright, well, that means now we have to head to the castle and try to find Marasar's documents. So let's see if we can find this location. Necro... Do we have to enter castle as the name? Castle Necro. Alright, there it is. Castle Necromogan. Let's go. We only have 60 years or so to figure this out. Alright, so let's be on our way. We might as well rest and be cautious. It's not like we have to do this in a week or anything. So where is this castle? I see mushrooms and old trees. Not really seeing a castle. This looks like an empty plot of land. Yoo-hoo! Where are you, castle? What is it, this mound here? This is the castle? I guess maybe the castle used to be here, and maybe over time it fell into disrepair. Or maybe it's an underground castle. I don't know. Well, it is an underground castle, so let's head in. Alright, so this place is massive, and the documents can be pretty much anywhere. There are 6 or so locations that the documents can be. So we're going to have to do a lot of searching to find them. Hopefully it'll be in one of the easier locations. Alright, so I've saved. Let's start by heading to the left. And yes, this place has underwater locations, which Marasar is not enthusiastic about. Well, let's head in here first and see if it's anything of note. Nope, dead end. Alright, well then we're going to head to the right. We're going to ignore this path here, but we will come back to it if we need to. What in the heck is that? A werewolf. This place has werewolves in it? What in the world is Marasar up to? And do I even want to know? Thanks for watching, viewers. See you next time. So long. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and leave a comment below. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell. See you next time.